Hi guys, it's me, and today we're taking a look at something that's designed to completely transform the way your living room sounds. This is the Sony HT-A3000 3.1 Dolby Atmos Soundbar Bundle, paired with the SA-RS8 Wireless Subwoofer and the BRAVIA Theater Rear 8 SA-RS8 Wireless Speakers. Now, if you've been keeping up with home entertainment gear lately, you've probably noticed that soundbars have gone from being just an optional add-on to pretty much a must-have for anyone who actually cares about audio. TVs are getting thinner and more visually impressive, but when it comes to sound, physics is physics. Those built-in speakers just can't deliver the depth, clarity, or punch you'd want in a proper home theater experience. And that's where a setup like this comes in. So let's break it down. The HT-A3000 is the centerpiece. Out of the box, it's a sleek, understated soundbar with a design that's very Sony, clean, minimal, with a matte finish that blends well under any TV. It's not trying to steal the show visually, and I like that. Because once it's turned on, the audio does all the talking. Inside, you've got a 3.1 channel configuration. That means left, center, right channels, and a dedicated built-in subwoofer. But here's where Sony really takes things to the next level. With Dolby Atmos and their proprietary vertical surround engine, the A3000 is designed to create the effect of sound not just around you, but also above you. So when you're watching an Atmos-enabled movie or even playing games, you'll hear those little audio cues, helicopters flying overhead, raindrops falling, as if they're actually in three-dimensional space. And that's impressive, especially considering it's coming from a single bar. But of course, Sony knows that immersive audio doesn't stop at the front of the room. That's why this bundle includes the SA-RS8 Wireless Subwoofer and the SA-RS8 Wireless Rear Speakers. The SA-RS8 is a 200-watt wireless subwoofer that adds the kind of bass the built-in drivers just can't produce. It's deep, it's punchy, and more importantly, it feels tight and controlled. Too often with cheaper soundbars, the bass ends up sounding boomy or muddy, but Sony tuned this one to complement the bar instead of overpowering it. Explosions feel powerful, music sounds richer, and even dialogue gains more weight. Then, the BRAVIA Theater Rear 8 SA-RS8 speakers are where you really get that true surround sound. These are compact, wireless rear channels that add separation and dimension. Suddenly, the sound isn't just coming from the TV area, it's behind you, it's beside you, and when paired with Atmos, it feels like you're in the middle of the action. Watching movies or sports with this setup is honestly night and day compared to just the bar alone. One of the things I appreciate about Sony's approach here is how simple they make the whole system. These add-ons are wireless, so you don't need to run long cables across your room. Setup is quick, syncing is automatic, and it integrates seamlessly with the A3000. That's one of those underrated things, because if home theater gear is complicated, a lot of people just won't bother. Performance-wise, this bundle hits the sweet spot between convenience, quality, and immersion. For music, the A3000 holds up really well. Vocals are crystal clear, instruments are well separated, and the bass support from the SW3 makes it feel like a proper hi-fi setup. For movies, the rear channels and Atmos effects make a massive difference. You can actually feel the directionality of sounds. And for gaming, especially if you're running something like a PS5, the audio experience is just next level. Speaking of PS5, Sony has some nice integration here. The soundbar supports 360 spatial sound mapping, which works with the rear speakers to create phantom speakers around the room. It basically tricks your ears into thinking there are more speakers than you actually have, and it works surprisingly well. Plus, if you're in the Sony ecosystem with a BRAVIA TV, the A3000 can integrate using acoustic center sound.